Welcome to Woman Unraveled. I'm Michelle Haslam, the unraveled woman who is trying to bring it all back in my mid-40s. I'm 46 now. When I hit my 40s, life went to shit and yeah, it unraveled. It really did. So I want to do a really short episode today. And the reason why is because I have been offered a speaking gig, but it's very, very last minute. And I need to put together this massive presentation. I say massive, it's 30 minutes, but I need to put together this presentation and I don't have huge amounts of time. So I wanted to do a very quick episode of this that I've been meaning to do for a little while because this is about a subject that's super important to me. And it might seem kind of shallow, but my skin, when I hit my 40s, absolutely deteriorated. So I wanted to share with you my skincare regime now, because as you can see, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can probably see I'm 46, so I do have wrinkles and I do have some little age spots and I do have textured skin. But what I don't have is rough skin, okay? And it means that I could put my makeup on. And when I was in my early 40s, my skin was like sandpaper. And if you are watching this on YouTube, I'm going to put up a picture of what I did look like. So this was me with makeup on, but you could see my face is like sandpaper. The makeup didn't go on smoothly at all. So I can't promise you no wrinkles. I'm not the sort of girl to have Botox. Well, maybe when I hit the 50s, I might, who knows? Never say never with these things. But I've experimented a lot and I've created this skincare regime where my skin is now so smooth that my makeup glides on. And I do not get that very, very rough texture in the slightest. So let's get to it super quick. In the mornings, here's what I do. I will have a shower. I'll quite often not wash my face with any kind of cleanser at all, because I actually feel like less is more a lot with skincare, especially the older you get. So I tend to just wash my face with water. And then while my skin is still damp, I will put on a serum. Now, this is the Azio Beauty Serum. I have been using this for a few years now, and it does seem to do my skin the world of good. I can't promise it's going to make you look 10 years younger, but it definitely primes my skin and it's very hydrating. And I do feel like there's a good old plumping action in there. So I definitely recommend that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop the links to all the products I'm recommending below in case you want to try any of them. Now, some of them will be on TikTok Shop because that's where they're available the most and it's usually where they're the cheapest. I'm sorry if you don't have TikTok. For anyone who doesn't know, one part of my career is TikTok Shop affiliate, and I use an awful lot of their products that are available on TikTok. So that's how I've gotten to try so many different things and see what works for me. So yeah, I'll drop the links below. If it is a TikTok one and you don't have TikTok, I'm very sorry, but download the app. It's bloody amazing. Right, as for my day-to-day moisturizer, I have to confess, this changes all of the time because I do get sent products from TikTok. Currently, I'm using the Napier's Scottish Speedwell anti-aging moisturizer. I like it in terms of the texture. It's quite light. It's not over the top. It doesn't clog my skin or anything like that. But I'm not so keen on the smell. It is quite a strong smell, but some people absolutely love it. So when I don't have any TikTok products that I'm using up in terms of moisturizers, I tend to use the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Moisturizer. That's my sort of go-to. So I'll drop that link in as well. But that is the one I keep going back to. I really like the texture. Evenings, if I've got makeup on, I will be using the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Remover Balm. It is one of those melting balms. So it's quite a thick consistency. You warm it up in your hands with dry skin. You rub it into your face and just kind of start rubbing gently the makeup off. And then straight after that, I'll use the Aveeno Calm and Restore. It's for sensitive skin, an oat cleanser. I find that really good for my skin. And then I'll make sure all my makeup is off by using one of these cloths. This is a proper makeup remover cloth. And I will just dampen it and make sure I just rub it gently over my face and make sure every scrap of makeup is off. If you are not using some form of flannel or something to get that makeup off, I can promise you, you are leaving some on there. And that is not great for the skin. Once my skin is dry after that, I believe that these next two steps are the reason my skin has changed so dramatically. So I have started using tretinoin. And tretinoin is a prescription, in the UK, prescription only retinoid. It's quite strong. Okay, and it does make sure that that layer of skin that I think was the reason I was so sandpapery before, it's the reason it's gone. Now, what you can have with tretinoin is something called the tretinoin purge, and that is where your skin, I do realize how this sounds because obviously it's the opposite of what we want, but for a few weeks or months, your skin can flake. Okay, it's just getting rid of all that skin that you don't need. But what I find is if I use a normal moisturizer, my skin will do the purge, it will flake. But here's the deal. If I happen to use a different product, which is called beef tallow, then my skin doesn't do that. Okay, this stuff is so hydrating. I use the one by Fat Cow Skincare. The ingredients are so pure. It is just beef tallow and sweet almond oil. And there's no two ways about it. Those two products together have transformed my skin so that I now don't even have to worry about putting makeup on in the morning. Now, if you're interested in using the prescription tretinoin, I have a link that I've put in my description that means you can get £3.50 off on the first and your fifth month of trying it, I think it is. So it's worth just giving it a go for a month and see how you go, because I genuinely rate this stuff and I've been using it now for about a year and I will not stop. Right, like I said, this is a super short episode. That is the skincare I use. And you can tell, so I'm just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 products plus a flannel. That's all I use for my skincare. So you know all these different 8-step morning routines, and you just don't have to do all those things. You really don't. This is what I use in a whole day. And I think simplification is the way forward when you hit your 40s. Right, guys, please share this with anyone you think it will be helpful for. Please leave comments and reviews and make sure they're 5 stars because obviously I'm providing a ton of value here. I'm going to see you next week. God knows what I'm talking about. We'll find out then.